Concise History of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Chapter 7.3, Ashab Suffah. By change of Qibla, the direction of praying changed from due north to due south in Masjid Nabawi. The Prophet ﷺ put a roof on the extreme north part of the masjid to provide a shaded area or suffah for the poor and single Muslims who devoted their lives for the teaching learning activities. My close relative, that means Imtiaz's close relative, Dr. Hamidullah, calls it open air university. He calls Suffah, very interestingly, an open air university. Their number varied, the number of Ashab Suffah varied from 70 to 300. They were so poor that some of them had only one sheet to cover his body. Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu narrated, "When my hunger pangs used to become unbearable, then I used to ask my brothers some questions whose answer I knew better than them. I used to prolong my conversation with them so that I reached their doorstep, hoping that he will invite me to eat something in his home." This is in Bukhari. Abu Hurairah, his real name was Abdurrahman, was one of Ashab Suffah. He narrated, "By Allah, I used to lay asleep on the ground on my abdomen because of hunger, and sometimes I would bind stones over my belly because of the hunger. One day I sat by the road where people used to walk. When Abu Bakr Dilana passed by, I asked him about a verse from Quran, and my only purpose in asking him was that he might satisfy my hunger. But he passed by and did not do so. Then Umar Dilana passed by, and I also asked him about a verse from Quran, and he went away after explanation of the verse as Abu Bakr radhiyallahu did. Then the Prophet ﷺ passed by, and he knew from my face that I was hungry. He took me to his house. He found milk in a bowl sent to him by a neighbor. He said to me, 'Go and call the people of Suffah for me.' It made me sad, as I hoped to have a little of this milk. When people of Suffah came to the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet ﷺ said to me, 'Serve them this milk one by one.' Each man drank the milk to his fill. Then Prophet ﷺ looked at me with a smile and said, 'Sit down and drink.' I sat down and drank. He said, 'Drink more.' And I drank. He repeatedly said to me to drink more until I said, 'By Allah, I have no space for it in my stomach.' Then the Prophet ﷺ drank the milk. Note that the raised platform seen in Masjid Nabawi these days is not the site of Ashab Suffah, as misunderstood by many. It was made by the ruler of Syria, Nuruddin Zanki, who lived from 511 AH to 569 AH for security purposes. He made this platform for security purpose or security personnel to sit on that. If you walked from Ashya column in opposite direction to Qibla, then the fifth column was the site of Suffah. And the Prophet ﷺ used to lead the prayers from this site before the change of Qibla. The Prophet ﷺ extended the masjid towards north during the 7th Hijrah. The Suffah was shifted about 10 meters towards the north after this extension. The Suffah was not in the form of raised platform at that time. I hope the visitors of Makkah note this explanation. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم.